welcome back to this week's Movement. I'm your host, Josh Dowie, and the ladies have been killing it this week.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Holy moly, Lola the Holy Roller. Yeah, you probably thought I was casting a spell. Also, we got some saucy science from Lee Swag, who slayed at Gizmo Style Comps last weekend. Yes! Also, I've been binging STORROR videos, so here's a clip of that dinger from Stani.
Yes! Come on, Stani!
In new releases, we got MATTTMA's Lach, Lisbon Action Heroes 3. High impact, high class, highly original movement. You got your girl Lisa riding these front sweeps and foot grabs into the sunset. Let's go! And my dude Chris thought it would be okay to bounce a roof cap. Now, is roof stuff really that dangerous if you can just bounce it like that? I'm ready to cancel DJ Joe Scoundrel. These gainer slides are getting out of hand. A hang cast gainer slide? How do you not miss your feet? Now, you know what never misses? The MATTTMA clothing store run by Lisa and Matt. Now bringing you a vegan brush. I don't speak German, so I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it looks like you could brush ledges and your teeth with it. Maybe Matt could use that brush on himself, because that 540 kick over the spine was filthy. Woo woo! We got the first ever switch walk in Lisbon, and apparently you can blame quadrupedal movement and by extension PK Gen for that. That sounds right to me. That's PK generational trauma. Absolute bangers from these big titty titan movers out in Lisbon, the parkour paradise. You can check out the full video on the MATTTMA YouTube channel. And then, holy shit! We got a new video from Farang where they're trying to decide who's captain. That fucking side pre-to chain was intense, dog. I get it. It's Team Farang Survivor. I'm gonna pull an Uno reverse card and get my boy Shaun Wood back on the team, who also has been slaying it with these spot guides in Newcastle. Big up the Aussie community. Yo, if you don't know where to train in Newcastle, you better check Shaun Wood's Insta right away, because you got no excuse to not get training. But back to the big banger Farangers. Dom switches it up by using the stairs instead of front flipping them for once. That shit got him a first place finish. That's an OG move. Real parkour athletes know when to use the stairs. We got a rare appearance from Professor Longhair himself, getting them sick angles and flying his drone straight up Jason Paul's bumhole. Hey man, I know a team of guys that can make a challenge out of that. That's right. STORROR put in a shit ton of work to see just how straight they could be. It took 2 40-minute videos and nearly a trip to prison. STORROR, if it's that hard for you to stay straight, there is 7 of you on the team. I'm sure you could make something happen. I mean, do whatever. It's 2023, baby. Didn't you see Yan making out with Marcus at the Gizmo 2023 style battles? Yeah, that's an epic segue. Great job to Matt McCreary. That was a spectacle. You brought a whole new flavor to the competitive scene, and I am craving more. I'm sure there's a video of the full event on the way, so I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say great breakout performance to Crappy, Cosmo, and Nael PK from Maze Movement. That was outstanding. If you weren't at Discourse 2023 earlier in April, where the fuck were you? They should call it Intercourse, because it was so sexy. I had the pleasure of attending thanks to the Commons. Alec and David, you guys are the real MVPs. That shit was the best jam, literally the best session of my life. The spots was hot and the vibe was fucking there, and so were all of my favorite athletes. Gallery plus screen and great success. We got a sneaky peek of a bunch of current and future releases. We got a full viewing of the MOVENYC plus Julius Porter's drops from the top, where he does literally that from the top of the Boulder Pearl Street descent. That's an NBD. Nobody else is looking at that. You guys built that anticipation professionally, baby. I was sweating by the time he starts dropping. Very worth the purchase. You can find it at MOVENYC.com. Also, we got a look at Connor Pennington's, aka Trainee Days, full solo banger. We got a hype-ass trailer for a full video from Egg coming soon, as well as an introduction to the Commons, or as I like to call them, the Commons. They'll be putting out the mentioned videos on the Commons website, as well as full parts from EZZY, NORF, and Davis Vasconcelos. They're also the geniuses behind JOD Jam, which I'm just gonna soft launch right now. That shit's happening October 6th to 8th. That's a Movement exclusive. I'll be there. Once again, thank you to the Commons for getting me physically back to the community, and a massive thank you to Hudson Lair, Wyatt Pace, and Ryan Kelly. Discourse 2023 was a truly amazing event, which will be happening next year, maybe in Mexico City. Maybe I'll be there. Hey, maybe they'll rent out an entire hotel, but well, hey, these are just rumors. Hey, Hubbable 11 is happening June 2nd to 4th. Movement jams, homie slams, slam your grandma, There's gonna be a film competition. Rachel Gough's gonna be there. Denali's gonna be outside for the second time. And Tom Coppola's gonna be there. And final East Coast announcement, we got the MOVENYC Movement Festival, baby. Happening May 26th to 28th. I don't know if you read the poster, but it says you don't even need skills. Last year they had a dank penthouse set up, and I'm definitely not talking about the titty mags, you little freak. But banger alert, we got 2 new videos on the RX Worldwide YouTube channel. We got one from Discourse, and is it getting cold or am I just getting old? Keeping it light. Yeah, keeping it light and silly, just how I like my sessions. And props, dude, that delay on half got me messy. Good taste is goddamn right. That shit was scrumptious. And the Discourse edit, look at these smiley guys. You got EZZY and Finn approaching a tunnel/side gainer unhalf in different ways. It looks so sexy and different. You tore that shit up with that slideshow transition. Then you tore my jaw off with that massive plyo. And then just for good measure, the screen tearing transitions tore my whole butthole open. I shit myself. Bodhi from Team Gem associated with RX Worldwide just came out with his edit to, I think yesterday. Wacky combinations. There's roll bombs that come out of nowhere. Hella surprised with that dash side.
And yo, how you gonna side splat a glass panel like that? That whole line was a pleasant surprise.
Speaking of positive movers, we got Seb White coming out with the hot fire on his Explore Movement channel with his new series, Inside the Session. That is some seriously underrated content. The most recent video follows myself and James, Master of the Compass. I do some spins. We have a great conversation on how movement can help make mundane environments come alive. All that's cool and fun, but oh, here comes James with the precision to scoop full in back out. Just a really dope down-to-earth series giving you the inside look on the athletes behind the tricks, which is what you really want to know. If you got shit catbacks like me, you can head over to WAVY's Patreon and get that fresh tech on the catbacks. Enrich yourself. He's the master. Did you see that video of him climbing up that girder? He looked like a video game character. The skate game devs have the entire parkour community in fight or flight after calling parkour style movements in their game flumping.
He mentioned flumping.
Guys, we were just emerging from hardcore parkour. Steve Carell has done irreparable damage to our sport. And if somebody comes up to me while I'm training, calling it flumping, I'm going to fucking shoot myself. Parkour community, do not go and comment on their posts. The message has been received. But thank you, Henry Blue, to bringing that to our attention. Now, that is a game developer that I can get behind. He is the mastermind behind True PK, which is available for Dreams, which is available on the PlayStation. A game inside of a game. True PK is the leading parkour simulator available now. I've played it. It's awesome. It's addicting. It's a super intuitive game, and there are some big announcements on the way, including potentially a mobile version that a little birdie told me, a little blue birdie. To further enrich yourself on the Origins Parkour YouTube channel, Tom and Renee are delivering the goods on building and sustaining a community as a parkour gym. Do our sport a favor and send this to one gym owner that you know is making 90% of their income off of kids' Nerf parties. If you feel targeted, just know you are one of many. The Movement Masturbators, couldn't help myself, is coming up quick. That shit is May 5th to 7th. How to watch. Okay. It looks like they've got a very popular Spanish streamer who's going to be streaming the entire event on Twitch. All athletes and events have been announced, and it is stacked. Bail of the week, Hudson Lair's leaving nothing off the table. Except his entire body and the table itself. Bro, that was hectic. Also hectic is my ass after the last 2 weeks. It actually really hurts to sit down. My ass is going numb. I actually got to wrap up the show. That has been this week's The Movement. Thank you very much for tuning in. We record this show at Harbour Podcast Studios, located inside the famous, fabulous MATTTMA, the coolest studio in Vancouver, if not the world. If you like the show, make sure to share it. If you got a curse, bear it. And if you got a horse that needs to get a little tougher, scare it. I don't know. Thank you very much, guys. Peace out.